Hi everybody. I'm just hanging out on the porch waiting for you guys to show up. I figured today's not a day for formalities. We haven't had the porch in a couple weeks, and the office, goes on Monday, Tuesday. It's now Wednesday, and the energy is just so, it's like a hologram. We're in a Pisces full moon. Right now, I'm going solid. I'm going solid. And what does that mean? I'm going solid? I don't even know. I don't even know what it means. But everyone's like, hey, Marisa, we see the lounge and the office and you're so put together. Like, no. This is right now. I'm just going to show you what everything looks like. Okay. First of all, we have a pot right here on the porch. A pot. No idea why there's a pot out here. This is what my porch really looks like, and this is what I normally look like. Okay, see, we got tons of dolls. Yeah, we got mermaids. We got Barbie dolls. Some sort of bed. We got all the chairs are kind of all over the place. We got chip bags. If you guys see the chip bags over there, some putty. Yeah. I'm real put together. There's a pot. There is a pot. I don't know what's cooking out here. This is the way the porch looks in my real life. Okay. I actually clean it so that I can come on here and talk to you guys. But it was just funny. I had a bunch of sessions over the past couple days, and everyone's like, wow, everything's so put together. And yeah, it's been pretty formal. It's been pretty formal. The lounge has been formal. It's been, I'm just going to sit back because, it's about me relaxing today. I have to get a lot done. So this is what the porch really looks like. I am not at the computer. And I have to talk to you guys about the energy that's going on this week, because I was like, do I do the office today? Do I do the porch today? Do I do the office? Do I do the porch? And it's like both of them are kind of there. And usually it's very clear. But we're actually shifting dimensions. Like, remember we talked about getting on deck, getting in the pool. The people who have learned their lessons over the past 5 months were ready to get on the swim blocks. The race had started last week. There were some people that ran away. They didn't want to get in the race. They were too scared to go to the new dimensional shift. Some people dove in, got to the other side. And now I'm actually starting to have sessions with people who actually went to the other side. Not like the real other side. I talked to them too. But more of, they've shifted. They've gone to the other dimension. So what's going on now is that you're starting, if you've been there, there's a lot of confusion because the new dimension's starting. So you're having all these new projects, all these new insights, all these new things you want to do in the new energy. And you're actually cleaning up the old energy. So life does seem pretty scattered right now, because you're kind of like, well, how am I going to get used to this new energy and this new dimension? Because a lot of you are like shifting into a whole new world, like shifting into new careers, shifting into new family lives, shifting into so many things that you're just starting like a newborn baby to learn about these new ways of living in your new environment, your new vibration, and what are the things practically that you need to start putting into place for the next level of your life. Those are the people that dove in the pool. The people that didn't dive in the pool, well, we're not talking about you right now. We're talking about the people that did. If you didn't dive in the pool, we're going to have a whole other thing we have to talk about with you guys. But just remember, there's a pot here. I don't know where it came from. I don't know why it's not on the stove. I have no idea why somebody would be cooking out on the porch. If you're just tuning in, you might want to rewind this a little bit and see all the dolls on my porch and the chairs scattered everywhere. The wind chime's still in the same place, but the chip bags are down there and the putty, and this is what goes on here. And I'm just not about being formal today. But the thing is, I do have I don't even know what my shirt says. It says, always dream big shirt, which means I've talked about this manifesting cycle. I've talked about the high man, and that's why I decided on the porch today, because I couldn't decide the office of the porch, the office of the porch, that energy, this energy, that you're conflicted. This is where the moon's in Pisces, new beginnings are happening. And like I said, this is where you're at. You have to start taking new steps into the new energy and new vibration and start learning what you need to do to start moving into that arena. So we are coming up on the high manifestation cycle that we've been talking about for the past 5 months. I've been editing like a fiend, getting this 30-day Dream Driver program done. I've gotten the first module. They're 4 weeks. It's a 30-day program, and it needs to be launched in the high manifestation cycle. That's when we have to launch it, because at some point down the road, I'm just going to have it out there for people if they want it. But we're going to do this right in the pandemic. We're going to launch directly at the point in time where we start day 1 of this program. And so you need to be prepared if you're going to be taking this manifestation course with us. 30 days. The course is 30 days. It's a online video course. There's like 20 some videos. You got worksheets. You got me talking to you. It's pretty involved. And then there's going to be some other areas where I'm actually talking to you live. But it has to be actually launched at the proper time, so that if you start it, you have the highest level of success with your new project, creative endeavor, dreams, goals, inspirations, whatever. I'm going to teach you how to do this. And I am editing, like I said, I'm editing. So I'm like at the computer, hey, you know what? I might do a porch right now and then do an office in 2 hours. That's the energy today. And then there's a lot of your energy is kind of like grieving the past, especially the past 15 years. You're now grieving that. Okay. Oh my God, Nora is here. Nora. Oh my God. I got to tell you guys about Nora. If you see her in the chat room. Hi, Nora. Do you see the pot on my porch? Yeah. I don't know where it came from. There's just a pot if people want to cook on the couch. But Nora, I have to tell you guys about Nora because she is part of my whole, like, everything, my whole career, my whole everything. Nora is a wonderful light worker, energy worker. She owns Pathways to Inner Healing. Nora, just correct me if I'm giving the wrong information. Out in here in the Poconos area, North Washington. This is where. No, we're not Washington, but we're in the northeast of Pennsylvania. She has this, and she is a wonderful energy healer. She's got classes there, people who do readings, all sorts of stuff. That's Nora Riley. She's right there. She's on here. I have to say hi to her. She was the one. She had a little tiny shop. It was not even maybe 500 square feet. She sold angel items. And that was the first time. This was almost 20 years ago. So I'm telling you this. That I did my very first gallery at Sacred Spaces. Which, like I said, it was this back room. And Nora said, just do it. Just do it. Just try. I'm like, I don't know if I could, read all these people. There were like 8 or 10 people. And I remember sitting there and she just was telling me to do it. And I remember seeing these things during the mediumship and being very, very like shy about saying what was coming through to me, because some of this stuff was so random that what if it was wrong? Like, what if I wasn't like, this was the other manifestation cycle. This is when we went into that dimension before we got to, now we're in this new dimension where you guys have to start walking and talking and like a little baby, you're going into the new area of your life. Complete change, complete transformation, you're going into new avenues. Okay. But this was the last dimensional shift. So, I remember there was this other lady, Carol, and everybody was very patient with me at that time. And I remember seeing that somebody got struck by lightning, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so random and so weird. This is going to be wrong. I'm talking to this lady. I'm seeing this. How is this correct? Well, it turns out I was brave and I said what I was seeing, and I guess I don't think the guy died or anything. He was just struck by lightning. Like that just happens on a normal everyday basis to people. So I remember doing that, and they were so supportive, and I'm like, oh my God, after Nora encouraged me, I was able to do that. And now 20 years later, here I am. And She's still around, and she still does my energy work for me. I have to get back to you, Nora, and do some more energy work, but the pandemic hit, and I'm still needing some of that. She's wonderful, and she's a great resource. So if you want to learn more about Nora, just look up Pathways to Inner Healing in Moscow, Pennsylvania, not North Washington or Washington State. I don't know where that came from. Like I said, there's a pot on my porch. And if you guys are just getting here, I'm just going to show you what the porch looks like when I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm all put together. Okay? So you guys see I'm a normal person. All right, you ready? Okay, so, oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at all that. The chairs are all over the place. We got dolls. We got, I really want to show you the chips on the floor. Oh yeah, putty. Yeah, no, I didn't clean it up. No, I have too much editing to do to be cleaning up, because then it gets messed up again. There's a pot too. Okay, so Nora, thank you so much. You've helped so many people. Oh, that's so nice. I really, really appreciate it. I'm so glad to see you on here. And you know what? The Pisces full moon and the energy shift that I'm talking about, which is today, I'm not surprised that Nora would be on here, because she's part of that shift. She's part of that shift. And she can talk to you about that shift. Nora, you know what I'm going to do? I told you guys, the lounge books itself. Every Friday, it's Wednesday. I have no idea who's coming on the lounge this Friday. Last Friday, two of the guests, Victoria and Michael, showed up 10 minutes before the show. So I'm inviting Nora. Nora's coming on to the lounge. Nora, you're coming on to talk about the energy shift on Friday. Be ready, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 8:35 for your mic check and your video check. But Nora, I don't think you could say no to me, can you? Or the audience. You got to come on. And we're going to talk about going into this new dimension and what you have to do to prepare yourself so you don't fall back. But what's going on this week? Lisa, Nora's everywhere. She's everywhere. So you go to pathwaystoinnerhealing.com. She has a Facebook page. Just go on there. She'll be right there with you. But Nora, hopefully you'll say yes to come on to the lounge on Friday. I think you know what the lounge is. If you don't, it's this show that we have where I bring guests on and we talk about stuff and we hang out in the lounge. And you're supposed to be on Friday. So I think everybody's going to support my decision on that, because everybody wants to talk about the new vibration and the new energy. Now, like I said, the energy of today is very scattered. So if you're feeling, should I do this? Should I do that? And if over the last week you were trying to tie up old energy and going into new energy, like a lot of people's lives are completely changing right now. I know I've been telling you guys about the design work. I'm starting a whole other industry, going into a whole other direction. I'm still doing this, but my work is going completely into it's all about transformation. But it took these 5 months to actually transform on the inside to get to the point where I'm at now, where I'm ready to start taking those baby steps to implementing those practical applications into the new vibration, which is what we're doing now, which is what you should be doing now if you've already transitioned. Like I said, if you got in that pool last week and you swam to the other side and you got out, you were still wet, you're still trying to figure out where you are you dreaming, are you not dreaming? Now it's the time to start thinking about taking those practical steps. Even there's confusion, because what's going to be happening now is you're going to start actually living in like a hologram, and you're going to be almost living in the two energies and dimensions at once, because they're not fully integrated. So you're going to almost feel like you're in the old life and the new life at the same time. It's almost like death and rebirth, but like in the same present moment. If I'm getting too like out there and not technical enough for you guys, let me know. But if you feel like you're living in two realities at the same time, it's a really weird feeling. This is right where you need to be if you're transitioning. Okay. A lot of you are going to be completely, and this is not a new chapter. This is a new book. Yeah. Regina, yes. I have been doing this for a while, the design work, but only for clients. A lot of the work that I do is not advertised. Let's just put it that way. Yes, on the website, most of you guys know, it's like McDonald's. You guys know that, they have Extra Value Meals 1 and 2, okay? But you may have missed their Western burger that they had for a month that doesn't exist anymore, right? It's kind of like that. So the clients that do the deeper work with me are usually invited to do that work from clients I've known for 5 or 10 years, that the readings were just giving them insight, but they needed deeper work. They needed more transformational healing. They needed more transformational coaching in the areas of business. Yes, I do international business consulting for strategic business development throughout the world. You guys don't know that, right? Okay, you guys don't know that. But that's okay. I don't need to, now you do. I also do the relationship consulting. So I do short and long-term transformational work. I only take on 5 clients at a time because those are the people that I deal with every day, because they need work, every day when they need help during their transformations, whether that's getting out of a relationship, learning how to have a new romantic life and get into a new relationship, or whether that's they're trying to figure out what's going on with their business or why it's not working, or actually starting a business. I work with people long term, and those are the clients that I work with on the immediate level, usually every day. I've been doing design for a long time, so that kind of came into play if I'm working with people in their businesses, where I would go in, make sure the space was correct, or their real estate, so their homes. If I was working with a client on their real estate matter or their commercial situation, I was going in and redesigning everything energetically. So basically my design work isn't just like, oh, it's like a Joanna Gaines thing. It's more of, taking your energy and designing outward and bringing your energy into your space. So you guys are going to be seeing some of that as I unveil the new stuff, but that's kind of really, if you watched the Porch 2 weeks ago, you would have seen that I was at one of my other clients' houses, and she had a porch, and she ended up getting a mediumship message. But yeah, I was designing her kitchen an hour before. So she didn't meet me as a medium, and then when she found out who I was, because it came up on Facebook, she was like, what's going on? So most of my clients, 90% of my clients, I work with design-wise to better the energy of their space. And now it's going into a whole other dimension. So yes, there is a lot of stuff that you guys don't know that I do, but it's kind of, you have to go down the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you have to move through the levels. Like, it's not like I'm making people do that. It's just kind of like, you have a reading, I get to know you, I know where you're at, then you might want some long-term or short-term transformational work. And that's kind of, I know when I could work with someone and when I can't, because if someone's not ready and they're not going to listen, I'm not going to work, I'm not going to be able to work with them. So I work with 5 clients at a time, like I said, and then once it's by a package basis. And once their packages end, they either renew or they come back in a couple months when they need more help. But this design thing is going in a whole other direction. It's probably going to be like mediumship and design. Who the hell knows? So okay, Lisa, you're asking about appointments. I want to be really clear. A lot of people are confused about the wait list for sessions, so that are intuitive sessions, mediumship sessions. I'm just going to put it out there so it's more clear. But we put it in the emails. I am on a wait list, so I am not scheduling any clients on an immediate basis. However, we have what's called a virtual wait list. You can send us your email. I had somebody yesterday send me an email. They got an appointment today. Okay, this is how it works. So it doesn't matter if you were on the wait list 3 years ago or if you got on today. Basically, when I have an opening, cancellation, or I add more appointments to my calendar, a waitlist alert goes out to everyone on the list at the same time. So everybody gets the email. There's a link to my calendar. However, those appointments are first come, first serve. So usually I've seen in about 2 or 3 minutes, they are all gone. And then people get upset and they email me. They're like, oh, there's nothing for 2 years, or why are you sending me this? And blah, 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 blah. And I can't control that people pick them up quickly. That's what we have. If you see no appointments on the calendar when you get the link, that means that everybody got them already. So we sent out 5 this week. They were gone within 3 minutes. But like I said, I could get one today. I could get a reschedule, and it's going to go out. And I believe that who's ever meant to have the appointments at the times they see the email, I believe in the divine connection with this. I really do. I believe that when you're meant to have the session, you'll have the session. So anyway, Lisa, that's the process. And for anyone else who's watching, that's the process. I think it's fair because sometimes people are on the list and then, we have trouble getting a hold of them and they don't get back to us. So right now it's just, we put out the link with the availabilities and people book themselves whoever gets the appointment first, whoever gets the time frame first. But I feel there's like a divine reason why people are getting the appointments at the times they are. So don't get upset if you see that there's no appointments. In a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, there'll be another couple appointments that go up. So please send us your email and we'll get you on the list. And also, like I said, my focus right now is on helping you guys transform to that next level. It's not so much on giving intuitive insight because I don't believe that's going to really help. You need more work than that. So that's why I'm developing this 30-day manifestation program that I'm putting out. It's because this is what you're going to need moving ahead, whether it's relationships, career, creative stuff, starting a business. This is what you're going to need. Because I could see ahead for you or get messages from the other side, but that's not going to make you change your negative cycles. That's not going to make you change your patterns. So you have to learn how to do that spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and you have to put in practical steps to change your patterns because I only see the future that you're creating. So I look at energy lines. I don't believe there's any future prediction. If you're actually making decisions along a certain pathway, your future is going to reflect that. And that's what I could see. So I could see if you say, hey, I have two options and these are the two pathways. I said, let me look at this one and let me look at that one. And I could tell you what it looks like on each road, but it's up to you to take the steps on those roads to make those things happen. Okay. So with this Dream Driver program, it's really important because it's going to get launched at just the right time. And if you're not on the list to get notified about it, in the description of this video, you can actually sign up for the list. So basically you just put your email in and we'll just put you on the list and email you when about a week before enrollment happens, because it's going to be an open enrollment and closed enrollment. You will not be able to get the course past the closed enrollment for the first launch because I'm going to be adding some live coaching as a bonus into it. So really, really important that you get on the list. So let me just say hi to a bunch of people. I don't know. Like I said, I was going to do the office today. I might come back and do the office tonight. But that's what's going on. That's what's really going on. If anybody has any questions about what I talked about, feel free to ask if you are confused. Okay? And I will try to answer it. So let's see what's going on. Nora, are you still here? I don't know if Nora's still here, but I really want her to come on the show on Friday. I also want to hear about, I know some of you guys are watching the show. We have so many different topics every Friday. What are you liking? What do you want to see more of? Let me know. Are you liking having all the mediums on? Are you liking having the medical intuitives, the paranormal guys? You just let me know what you want to see and we'll get somebody on. So I hope Nora's going to come on. I'll just reach out to her probably on Facebook later. So you guys found out a little bit more about me today that you didn't know. I can't give you all the information all at once. It's just, you gotta drip it out. You gotta be a little mystery sometimes, so I've been doing a lot of this stuff over the past 20 years, but if you never had a session with me or you haven't worked with me for more than one reading, you wouldn't know that. So that's all. And now I got to get back to my doll. Oh, Nora, you're still here. Good. So are you coming on the show? I know you probably thought that you'd come on to the live webcast. You would watch it, and you probably didn't think I would just talk about Nora the whole time. But Nora, it's meant to be. So I hope you'll come on Friday. Email me, call me, whatever. We'll make it happen. All right, Michelle, thank you. I'm glad you're feeling what I'm saying. Let's see. All right, Lorraine, I think you're on the list. I remember seeing your name. Let's see. Lisa, we do have mediums. The past couple weeks we've had mediums. Have you been watching? Yes. You have to watch the past ones if you haven't seen them, because we've had 2 mediums on last Friday, and medium Elise, she's on almost every week, so we do. How do we know if we've gotten on the list? Do we get an acknowledgement that you received our request for the upcoming classes? So, I believe, Lorraine, you are on the list and we emailed you. If you go on to the description in the link, it'll just say get on the list, and then you'll see like a confirmation page that you were added to the list. That's all you need to do. You need to, don't email me, just go to the link in the top of this video and it says to be added to our 30-day manifestation dream driver course. Submit your email and then you'll be emailed like a confirmation. So I believe you're on though. If you're not, Lorraine, we'll get you on. Let's see. Okay. Hi Lisa, you're just hopping in now. You got to go back and check out everything. There's a lot of important stuff. We got to get you up to date here. Lisa Gardner, you keep missing them. You got to go back there on YouTube, all chronologically on there, so you can watch as many of them as you want. But yeah, so you got to go back. There's mediums on every week usually. But this week we're hoping that Nora will come on. So I am going to be, giving her my lovely smile, and hopefully she'll say, yes, Marisa, I'll come on and talk to you about the new reality that we're all going into. Yeah, I don't know. Today I just wanted to sit back and show you guys the casualness of the porch, because we haven't been on this porch in a while, right? I try to do 3 a week, but then with the office and the lounge and the porch and the newsletters and the clients and the dream driver editing, I got a lot going on. So I did not clean the porch today. I left all the dolls and the chip bags on the porch, just so you guys know that all this perfection you think that's going on is not going on. So, but I'm still here to talk to you guys about the energy, and that's what's important. We're here to talk about the energy. So what else do you guys want to talk about today? Because after this, I am going back to doing more work, and I have to get a newsletter out at some point. So I just, like I said, hopefully all that stuff about the dimensions all being happening at the same time, I hope you guys aren't unnerved by that. That will start to process out by the end of September. But you got to close out the old life and go into the new one, and you got to learn to navigate the new one. It's like playing a new video game. You got to start on level 1. I have to start on level 1. So awesome. Marianne, love hearing how the current energy is. Awesome. This is my favorite time of year, the fall. There's so many changes and transitions. It's a great time. I don't like the humidity really, so yeah. So that's it. I'm gonna get the pot off the porch. I'm probably gonna go and edit more, and I'm probably not gonna clean the porch. I'm probably not gonna clean it today. I'm probably gonna leave the dolls there. I'm probably gonna leave the pot there. Maybe I'll take the pot in if I have something to cook in it, but I don't right now. So, hi Jamie. Jamie, it's good to see you. Thanks so much. That's so sweet. Corinne, Stephanie, I'm so glad you guys are all here. Like I said, it's casual today. We're not doing anything too formal. We're not doing anything too abrupt, too crazy. We're just hanging out on the porch. Hanging out with the pot. Stainless steel, all clad. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta maybe create some new themes. What do you guys think? So we have the porch, the lounge, the office. I'm thinking I might create some new themes in the fall. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right. Well, that's it. That's all I have for today. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you on Friday, and I'm gonna get in touch with Nora, see if she wants to come on the lounge. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.